You guys, Split Oak won in court. After a 5-year legal battle where Osceola County was suing Orange County because of our citizen-driven charter amendment, which we passed in 2020 to add further legal protections to Split Oak Forest, we got the oral arguments and the final conclusion of that lawsuit, which means that Orange County won, and our charter amendment language is being upheld in court. You might be asking yourself, why did Osceola County sue Orange County over their charter amendment? How does that impact anything when everyone's been saying it's a done deal, there's nothing Orange County can do on the Osceola County side? Why would Osceola County sue? Well, we've been asking that same question for quite some time, and now it's all coming to light. Our legal team truly believes that the several requirements that are still outstanding from the original application, called a linear facility application to allow the toll road to go through Split Oak Forest, might come back to the board for future approvals, to which they'll have to deny those requests due to our official charter amendment that we passed. So years of our advocacy, years of getting things like the rural boundary and all of these awesome charter amendments passed are finally showing themselves to hold weight. In recent months, we found that several of those outstanding requirements have not been completed and not been sent to the Florida Communities Trust Board for final approval, which means the original application from 2019, the one that we all have been fighting, the mobilizing, it might have to come back to a board that inevitably, to follow their own local constitution, will have to deny. Some other good news that came from the arguments is that the judge basically said that if CFX, Central Florida Expressway Authority, is going to try and enact eminent domain, which means they take these easements that are owned by Orange County and put the toll road anyway, they have to be of equally sensitivity of the ecological value of the land. What does that mean? That means that when they go to mitigate, which means basically offset their environmental impact, it has to be the same ecological value as well as the same financial assessment for the land. This is going to make any mitigation way more expensive, and the fact that Orange County will be able to do our own independent assessment might actually add more time, much slower, and a much more costly burden to CFX and Tavistock in the long term. This is really great, even though we don't want the toll road to move forward. If it does move forward, there's now something on paper that says mitigated land can't just be old, poisoned farmland. It has to be of the same ecological value. 2025 has been an absolutely incredible experience because I've been able to work with so many individuals all across the state, with lawyers, with students, with advocates, with folks who are retired, who care about nature, and have been mobilizing to every single Osceola County public comment opportunity to tell them to stop progressing the toll road application. We've been able to mobilize folks for hikes and education opportunities. We've been able to have frequent meetings and do a lot of organizing work to ensure that every single parcel of wetland and green place conservation land is accounted for. But in 2026, we're going to get even more organized. We already have all of our planning meetings scheduled for the year. We have our Osceola County mobilizations for public comment already on the calendar. We've already planned all of our hikes for the entire year, and we're using them to invite any candidate that pledges to protect against urban sprawl to come out and see where the alignment is going to impact Split Oak and see how important and sensitive these habitats are. We have a couple major events that are coming very soon, which is why this video is so urgent. First thing is, please visit savesplitoak.org so you can see all of our upcoming events and sign up on our new sign-up form for 2026. On January 8th, we have a town hall where we'll be talking to recently elected City Commissioner of District 1, Tom Keene, and sitting County Commissioner Kelly Martinez Semrad, who is of Orange County District 5's office. And we're going to be talking about the financial implications of your tax dollars when it comes to subsidizing urban sprawl, so that you can piece together the dollar per dollar comparison of what it would be like if we built apartments in the urban core where there's already infrastructure versus the financial burden to you of basically subsidizing mega developers to build these huge mansions in the middle of the wildlife corridor where we don't have funding for the roads and the infrastructure or the transit to connect those homes to the urban core. And on January 13th, Commissioner Nicole Wilson actually has a scheduled discussion on the Orange County Board of County Commission that is scheduled to talk about Eagle's Roost. From a former video I posted, there's actually more conservation land that was never disclosed in the original application process when the Orange County Board back in 2019 voted to move the application forward to harm Split Oak and put a toll road through it. And there's other conservation lands, including a conservation easement called Eagle's Roost and several other conservation easements that Commissioner Wilson is just asking, what is the full implication of our tax-funded conservation lands? And so on January 13th, that Orange County Board of County Commission meeting will be taking place, and we have a press conference that we'll be mobilizing people to in the morning. So between now and January 13th, we'll be having more opportunities to learn about the depths of this situation, these awesome wins and ways that you can get involved. We'll have an updated petition, and we will have an opportunity to have Q&A, so we'll go live on social media before the public comment opportunity. But remember, even in email, even sharing this social media post, even making your own post saying how much you do not want to see our natural lands that we pay for to be used to perpetuate sprawl, it all helps. And if you care about the environment and you don't want to see a single animal be killed, a single drop of water being poisoned, or even just the future residents being stuck way out in the middle of nowhere with no hope of getting access to transit and only paying toll roads for the rest of their lives, this mobilization is for you. Split Oak is just the beginning. And we know that the plan is that Tavistock wants to build a mega development connecting Orange County to Brevard County, basically adding more than 500,000 more people in the middle of the wildlife corridor, which could sever the panther habitat and the connectivity for bears and other really sensitive species. So this fight is our fight. We get to speak up for the gopher tortoises. We get to speak up for the panthers. And it has been the honor of a lifetime to keep fighting this fight with you and to be able to have these awesome wins. So I look forward to seeing you, and please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.